Okay, last game against Ganelon, and this is for all the marbles, 7 wins or 2 losses. First play is going to be Grove Matriarch. That card just levels better than Herd Mother. It's more flexible, blocks better, and Herd Mother is really, really strong if you can get raid, but there's no way I'm going to get raid next turn, or even the turn after that. So, only question is whether I'm playing this Grove Matriarch in the side lane for Infernal Visage or somewhere else. Only have one Infernal Visage. I have a bunch of... Yeah, I might play it. Because if I draw like a... Yeah, whatever. I think this is better than not playing on the side lane. Though if he does have Zombie Titan, I get punished. I drew the Infernal Visage, so if he does have Zombie Titan, I get to crush it. And actually, my best play is probably Herd Mother Infernal Visage, or Glimmer Witch Infernal Visage if you play something with power that I'm going to want to kill later on in the future. Like a Nixium Phantasm or Blightwalker. Excuse me. I think Nixium Phantasm is one of the cards I'm most scared of. That card is very strong. It always surprises me how good it is after you untap with it. It's 2/9 is so hard to kill. I rank 1 and it shrinks everything by 4 permanently. Okay, there's a Spring Dryad, so I should level a Blightwalker and put it in front of it. I think that's probably the best thing to do. I'm probably going to play Glimmer Witch instead of Herd Mother now, because if he has... okay. So... I could play Infernal Visage Blightwalker. Blightwalker would become a 7 toughness creature, so you have to play a really strong creature to kill it. Then I still have to deal with the Spring Dryad, so I don't even know if that's the correct play. I think it's better to play Blightwalker and Gloom Reaper Witch. Because Gloom Reaper Witch will kill any of the seedlings that he puts into play with like Scatterspore Tiller or Grove Matriarch. So that card's actually pretty important against Doterra. It's better than Herd Mother because Herd Mother's not going to trigger. And I can always scoop up the last of his Spring Dryad with Felstrider, Torgaminder, where if I'm feeling it particularly frisky, Hunting Pack. Hopefully he's not a Loyan, so if he meta transfers this Blightwalker, I'll be pretty sad. But the only cards I know he plays are Spring Dryad so far, so it's always a risk. But leveling Blightwalker is good enough that you want to do it, especially if they're like Spring Dryads, because Blightwalker will always kill Spring Dryad. Okay, so his creatures got Unchained. If I'm very lucky, he just has like 4 spells in his hand, and none of them deal with Glimmer Witch, and his Spring Dryad just dies. Like his spells are a bunch of Verdant Sphere Sting Indications. Not the spell I wanted. Please stop. 1B. Okay, that's not too bad. I still have to figure out how to block that bee because both my creatures are dying and a bee's in the lane that I don't want it to go in. But it looks like I'm just playing this game with 1 poison. Not the end of the world. I can play Torgminder to pump my Grove Matriarch to kill his creature. And it also kills his Spring Dryad. Though, if I don't kill Spring Dryad and just wait until next turn, I don't take 2 poison. But 1 poison is 7 turns worth of damage, and this thing is doing 7 damage to me right now. So it's gonna be better to not do that. And then I can play Rot Fiend. If I really wanted to block the poison, I could just jam Hunting Pack, but that seems very irresponsible. I think it's going to be better to play Rot Fiend in the middle lane. Forces B to stay there or go in the side lane. If he does oppose my Rot Fiend with his B, then it gets -1/-1, but his guy dies, so that's fine by me. Then I play Abyssal Brute Grave Pact? Maybe Abyssal Brute Scatterspore Tiller. Grave Pact is really important to level though, since he has a billion Spring Dryads. There's my Seedling. I can block the Abyssal Brute with the Killer Bee. Okay, he's just doing that. That's fine. Now I don't have to block the Killer Bee. I usually just open lane the Killer Bees, because I don't really want to block them. So if he plays a Harbinger here, I could at least get the free Grave Pact. Okay, so I'm just gonna play Abyssal Brute here, and then Grave Pact his Sharklaw Crusher. Because I want to level the Grave Pact, and I don't particularly want him to have a very large creature, because I have no real good ways of dealing with that, especially with the cards I've leveled so far. Okay, shuffle them up, and what have I got? Got the Grave Pact, which might be played to kill this Brute. It also becomes free at rank 3, which makes it way, way better. Yeah, and then I can put like the Grove Matriarch in front of his 4/3 to block that. Can't stop him from getting raid. Grove Matriarch I don't really care about. I might just level the Grave Pact, I'll level it, to be completely honest. Yeah, like I can kill the Rot Fiend. Trade a Rot Fiend for an Abyssal Root. That's probably fine. I think that's going to be better than playing like my own Rot Fiend. Because even though they have the same effect, Grave Pact becomes free at rank 3, which is a lot better than just having a 12-13 in my deck. Even though the 12-13 is very good, don't get me wrong. If he plays, what's it called, Stinging Vacation here, I'd probably just lose. So maybe for that reason I should have played Grove Matriarch like in one of these 3 lanes. Yeah, I think that was my bad. I think that was just not a good play by me. I should have. I wanted to prevent the 4 damage from me, but it's probably better just prevent Stinging Vacation from blowing me out and just put the creature here. Okay, so he doesn't have Stinging Vacation, because what I would do is I'd replace the Grove Matriarch and then play Stinging Vacation, but it doesn't look like he has it. So now what I can do is play Grove Matriarch and kill his Grove Matriarch, and then play maybe Harbinger of Spring in front of his Spring Dryad to weaken it. Actually, I can kill this one, because it... Which one do I want to kill? If I kill this one, I'd get in for damage on the following turn, but I don't really care about that. I think I'd just rather prevent 4 damage. And then block his creature. This way, if he wants to kill my guy pre-combat, I can't even do that. Whatever. Okay, so there's a Grave Pact. So if he kills my Grove Matriarch, I can Grave Pact the Spring Dryad. And then I probably play Other Wolves. Or Glimmer Witch. Glimmer Witch doesn't kill the bees, though. This card is going to be real big, real hard to deal with. So, second main Stinging Invocation, maybe? Actually, Stinging Invocation is not even that good here. It's probably better to play a creature. Yeah. There's a zombie. Okay, so I'm going to play Other Wolves and then sacrifice one of the wolves to kill the Spring Dryad. Because I think that's my best play. I need to put as many creatures in play as possible. And blocking the Spring Dryad's pretty good. Do I want to take 16 in order to get value by killing the Seedling? I don't think so. That's so greedy. Hopefully the zombie spawned in front of the thing I didn't want it to. That kind of sucks. Oh well, though. It's not looking too bad. I only got 1 poison on me. I'm doing pretty well dealing with it. His Stinging Invocation's not that good this turn, because I would be able to block all the lanes. Okay, well, almost all the lanes. I don't think Stinging Invocation's on the table for this turn, or the next one. What I can do is play Abyssal Brute. What does this kill? My Grove Matriarch? Then play Zithian Rot Fiend? Yeah. Zithian Rot Fiend would take a ton of damage, but it does ultimately live from this. And he can't kill it by putting a creature in front of it. Oh yeah, he can. Sorry, I miscounted. I thought it would be at 2 at the end of turn, but it's actually only at 1. So maybe I should have played something else. Now what I do is play Abyssal Brute in the side lane, and then play Scatterspore Tiller in front of this Rot Fiend, so I don't take 12 every turn. And then have him deal with the Abyssal Brute while I try to deal with his creatures. Abyssal Brute's going to be a 16-16? 17-17 with a regen 4, or regen 5. So the bees. Okay, I can't let the bee deal 3 poison to me. That's much more damage than 12 damage. So what I'm going to do is play... Oh no, I can't prevent it from doing 3 damage to me. Because this will kill his creature, and then I can't fill both lanes. So it's going to be better to play this here to kill his B, and then I don't have a level 2 witch, which is the best I can have here. So I'm just going to play the Tiller. Yeah, the Tiller. It's a 9/10. Scorpion's only a 9/9. Kill his guy. I take 3 poison, and this gets poison 3, which is not great. But at least I get to kill one of his level 3 creatures with value. Like play the Rot Fiend, block his B, and then Grave Pact his level 3. I got 4 poison, so I've got to try to win fast. Luckily, I've got a Brute on the board, so it's a good card to win fast with. A good card to accrue a lot of advantage with. I just need to avoid him playing his Spring Dryads, I think, because that's most of the cards he's played, or most of the good cards. My hand is actually just not very good right now. Maybe I just play the Sigmund Fraud to kill his B and then play a big Rot Fiend. Or block one of his creatures with Rot Fiend. I don't know. Fraud dies on my next turn. Maybe I just play Grave Pact? Like Rot Fiend, Combat, Grave Pact, kill his Spirit Stone Druid. That way I don't have to deal with an extra 6-power creature to deal with next turn. And since the Rot Fiend dies anyway, this is going to be better. And I drew... Oh, I forgot I had a Blightwalker in my deck. Grove Matriarch. I need something that fills up multiple lanes, which is, I guess, just the Glimmer Witch, right? Glimmer Witch at this point? At least it kills most of his small creatures, which is why I leveled that card. It's very good in this matchup. I thought I had 2, but do I only have 1? No, I've only seen 1. So I'm probably going to jam a Grove Matriarch in front of that and play Blightwalker in front of the next card he plays. Hopefully it's not leveled. Okay. I've done it to other people. I can't complain when it's done to me, I guess. So... taking 10 poison, or taking 5 poison, I think is more than 18 damage. Because 18 damage is 3 turns of poison. I only get 1 turn cycle of that. So let's just leave this unblocked, take a bunch of damage, and then play a large Grove Matriarch and a Fellstrider. Or Patron kills it. Let's just play Patron. Yeah, I don't want to block. I don't want to have to block the B twice. That would be very painful. So I get the free Grave Pact, so now I can kill off something. Like, it's definitely the Spring Dryad. I just don't know what I'm sacrificing yet. Maybe the Torgmine Bender. Maybe the Abyssal Brute, which lives, even though it went to 0 there. Because it had to regen and poison cancel each other out. My opponent's at 107. That's going to be really tough to kill. Maybe I just gain life with Torgmine Bender to give me more time. And then, like, block the Fellstrider here with Torgmine Bender, gain 8 life, sacrifice the Torgmine Bender with Grave Pact to kill his Spring Dryad. I take 20. He has to block this guy at least because it's doing too much damage to be ignored. And Hive Empress, did he attack with 3 creatures this turn? He might have. I hope he didn't though. I think he did. 6 poison, and I'm at 26. Yeah, I definitely need to gain life with this card. So, gain 8 life, that's half a turn. Yeah, I think I have to Grave Pact it. Kind of sucks, but I don't really have any other options. Play a zombie, hit his guy, hope his... Man, I was hoping the zombie spawned pretty much anywhere else, but that's not that bad. I kind of need to just... I don't know what I need to draw to win here. 6 poison is too much to come back from. 4 poison, I might could take it, but 6 poison just takes off. This kills me in 4 turns. Like, I only get 2 more turns. So I take 6 here, 6 on my turn, 6 on his turn, 6 on my turn. So I get 2 turns left. I don't think I can do 107 damage in 2 turns. So I need to draw, on my next hand, I need to have a Torgmine Bender in it. So that's the only, that'll give me 12 life, which is an additional turn. And then I have to win. Because you know, I wouldn't have anything else. But the thing is, even if he plays nothing, I don't think, if he plays 0 cards and just passes his turn, I don't think I can deal 107 damage. Like, my cards just aren't that aggressive. Okay, so he just completely whiffed here. But now what I need to do is play Rotfiend, kill his guy, then Grove Matriarch in the mid lane, delete the side lane. Then if I don't draw a Torgon Bender at the beginning of this turn, I concede. Oh, I drew the Bender. Okay, so that gives me an extra turn. Okay, so I get one more turn to kill him. So, you know, I probably should concede anyway, because this does 5, he goes to 97. Then if he plays nothing, he takes 34 plus 5 is 40. Goes to, what, 57? Then it goes to his turn. He goes to 3. Then it goes to my turn, and I can kill him. Okay, so if he plays absolutely nothing, I can kill him. But since he seems to continue to be playing the game, it's pretty unlikely that I win. At least I get value off this Torgon Bender, like other than it, you know, saving my life. I have nothing else that gains life in my deck. I guess I have Sigmund Fraud. How much life does this gain? 4? Maybe it'll be enough. So play Sigmund Fraud. Pass, hit him for 14. Pass turn. I take 6. No, 4 is not enough. 4 is not enough damage because this would only be. I would go down to 4. Oh no, it is enough damage, right? But it won't give me another turn. So if he doesn't block these creatures, he takes 29, which isn't enough to kill him. Yeah, I'm just dead here. I'll just concede. I think I'm wasting time. I don't like wasting people's time. I came so close to 7 wins, but so far away. Oh well. That's a lot of loot for 6 wins. Sweet. Well, I enjoyed the deck, though. It's kind of, I don't know. A lot of the games just came down to like I drew Sting Invocation on turn 1, and the game was really close, but I had already dealt 40 damage to you because you got poisoned on turn 2. So sorry about that. It just like it leaves a sour taste in my mouth when games come down to like, oh, I drew a card on turn 1. What? Sorry, sucks to be you. You know, it just doesn't feel good. And I feel like actually, I don't think my deck was that good because I didn't have very good threats. Like if I had Etherwolves, Herd Mothers, like my deck would be pretty solid. But I pretty much had a bunch of token creators, but not a lot to capitalize on them. I only had 1 Harbinger, and I didn't have any Spring Dryads, and I had no Spring Dryads. So my deck was kind of like, it was an engine without a car. It worked, but like it wasn't going anywhere. But the Sting Invocation just made it so that, you know, I won anyway. A lot of the games I played came down to like getting poison on them, which is kind of ridiculous. That card needs to be reworked or removed from the draft pool. It's just not. It's not fun to play. Like I didn't enjoy winning any of those games. Like my opponents conceded on like really early because I played Sting Invocation, and like if a card is so polarizing that for one I'm not having fun playing with it. So like there's that. And then my opponents don't even want to play against it. They'll just concede and play another game. Even though they paid event tickets to enter this tournament, but they would still rather not play against Sting Invocation than play out the game, which is ridiculous. That card is not fun. Anyway, though, you know, did way better this draft than I did the last one. The last Damara draft, and that one was rough. Whew. Oh, but thanks for watching, y'all. I'm sorry if I harp on Sting Invocation a lot. It's just, you know, one of those cards evokes a lot of strong feelings. But I thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all next time.